Hello guys, this is part 16 of Lambda Squirtles 2. So if you watched part 15 before, please like and subscribe to Wiley Epic Gaming Planes, and let's get into the video. And yeah, we have a problem with this building. It says not enough customers.
That gives it a little bit of cushiness, and to not have floors that you have to worry about water or dirt or scratch, that's going to make a huge difference for them. Katie and Brian have three young boys, and flooring that's not durable isn't an option. They have enough to worry about. They don't need to worry about the floors as well.
They're meant to remove the power lines. I mean, re-add the power lines.
So I asked Miguel to come here to work on this project today that I think is going to become the most important part of this whole renovation. The wall you see when you first walk in needs to make a statement. I think it needs color, I think it needs dimension, and I think it needs to do the impossible, which is connect the upstairs with the downstairs. Alright, Miguel, I think I figured it out. A 2-story bookcase.
That when you come in, you see a
a lot of bookshelves.
I tried changing it.
These bookshelves are really important as far as complementing the architecture that already exists in this house. And my goal is for them to be a huge feature. You walk in, it's the first thing you see. But I have never installed bookcases this big before. We have to get this right. I tried to keep the design as simple as possible so that my dollar went a little bit further. All we have to do is finish getting these clip pieces on. We're going to paint the whole thing, and then I'm going to have Katie drop off all their books so I can fill up these bookcases. Katie gets to see the inside of her house today because I've invited her back to help get rid of this old railing and select a new one. To see you! I'm happy to see you. I'm so excited to be here. Oh my god! Yes, the fireplace walk. Right? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I actually invited you here to help me with this railing today. Yes. Because, you know, the railing has got to go. Yes. And I know you hate this railing. I hate it so much. So how's it been going being at our house? Okay, the boys are having a hard time. They keep asking, like, we want to go back to our old house. Last time I saw you that you were kind of... I just had to
let me add some
weighing on us all the time.
residential zones.
Stress, you know? Yeah. I mean, have you noticed a change in Brian? Yes, for sure. The projects that
commercial
care are the ones that I would have to be like can you help me with this or can you help me with that? And then knowing he doesn't want to do it, so you're kind of already starting off on, I feel bad asking, but I need help. It's just dancing around the living room. Yeah, basically.
I should make sure
you know, things feel easier. There's not that like stress or that weight like on both of us. I did want to have you back so that you could like actually feel like you worked on this house a little bit. Because I know that was your original dream. Yeah. So there's one bolt still all the way in the top there. If you want to go grab that one. Oh, very nice. All right, I've got it. Okay. Down here. All right. So sit this down. Okay. Now what I need from you is a decision as to what I'm going to be back up here. I was just going to kind of like sketch those out for you. Okay. The first option is to do a railing that's almost like wood slats, which would be really
school has 280 students.
Safe, but it'd be a really bold design choice. Yeah. The other option is probably a little bit more traditional, a wood cap on the top with glass. I like the idea of both, but like you said, I have to be 100%.
Down the street is some cool houses.
I like the idea of both, but I love the look of glass with the wood. Okay. Do you want me to put this in your car? Yeah. Or I'm going to burn it at sea? Oh,
I don't want to buy anything like that.
Katie's a stay-at-home mom, and so the way that she organized their lives is by this huge board on the wall. It used to be on the wall of the dining room. My idea is to use a little bit of the kitchen that's not currently being used as this family message center. So I called Edgar, he's a custom carpenter, to see if he could help.
Hey, Jasmine, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Great.
I've got a good project for us. Basically, Brian and Katie have this kitchen. It's really, really small.
Yeah.
I've doubled the size, but I still have two problems. So the first problem is there's a stair landing, and then there's a structural post. My second problem is Katie, she loves to be organized, but the way that she does actually is nice.
I'm supposed to have some like somewhat good education.
It's like a shallow cabinet. I'm thinking that there might be a way to hide the post.
I like where you're going with this.
You know, if the doors were closed, then it would just look like a really pretty cabinet. But if the doors are open, inside you can do message board.
I brought some wood samples here.
Okay.
This bigger piece back here is a piece of walnut. It's a dark, nice color with a lot of grain going through it. We have alder, which is an awesome wood for staining. And then the last piece I brought here is some white oak.
I have a wooden handrail staircase, and that's what it would make sense for us to stick with the same material and stain it all the
Traffic on this mostly occurs
all the
here.
way to the floor, right?
Just like that.
and traffic mostly
What is
occur
going to set me back? What's the overall price?
like
We're looking at about
the
18.
traffic flow,
That's a really good
96%,
price.
like the highest traffic.
Yeah?
Yeah, traffic in this area from the entrance from the highway all the way to the industrial zone. Oh no,
And they didn't get
the building is abandoned.
today we're happy to come back and work on their fireplace. To have a project that they both worked on, that they were able to do from start to finish, is going to be really important when they come back and their family's like, so, what'd you guys do in here? And they'd be like, that, we did that together. Hi guys!
Wow.
So,
This looks great.
what I actually called you guys here for today is to install some tile. That's awesome. It's not a big project. Brian, you can go ahead and put those knee pads on. Katie, I'm going to put you on the socks. Yes. The tile that I chose, this is a micro terrazzo with a mint green pattern on it.
That's sweet.
I would like this.
What a change from great.
We're going to install the main pieces that go on this hearth first. It's important to start in the middle, and that way you've got your best, biggest, nicest pieces of tile in the middle, and then matching cuts on either side. Okay. The trowel is where
The dog park.
You're going to take that, you're going to dip it in, lock it onto the area where you're going to put the tile. Take your trowel, and
That's it.
That looks great. Okay, so if you used a tile saw before, keep your hands away from the blade. Okay. And you're just going to feed this slowly but steadily all the way through. Okay. And all the way back with the blade on. Okay. That's the piece we need? That's the piece. Alright, cool.
This one's 8 inches exactly.
So good!
Yeah. And now we know how to do it.
We spent right about $300 on tile for this hearth. It would have cost probably $400 to have a tile installer come in. So that was $400 you guys saved yourselves today.
Yeah,
So
right.
tell people that is a fun way of using that time.
Yeah.
You know? That's pretty cool.
Don't be shocked, at least that I did it.
Yes, for sure. The way that Brian and Katie had their dining room set up before, it was a dining room / hallway. It never actually felt like it was a specific room. It's crazy how the built the seating
Good job.
I'm saying you did a great job. Before, the dining table was in the middle of the room, so like it felt like you had to walk through the dining room to get to anything. It was like weird. Now there's a hallway.
I feel like the only way to do that is with a banquette like this.
Alright, so you said you had
Not
16
be late.
samples for me?
Yeah, here.
That to me looks a little too light.
So you want to go a little darker. The only darker one we have is...
So basically none of these.
Maybe we just... There's a dark color in the floor that I can pick out. And maybe it's this.
Yeah, even this knot right here. That's, yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Round 2, stain samples, commence. We still have to stain it, we have to find a dining table, I have to pick lights, and we have to install them. There's a lot that's going to go into making this feel like its own dining room. Today, Scott, Julio, and I are going to figure out this wall. So I've already built the wall out, I drywalled it, I painted it, and now it's time to figure out exactly where the art's going to hang and where the lights are. So, we have art pieces, and I have all the measurements, and then I cut these pieces of paper into the size of those art pieces, and kind of like fill in the whole wall, and then we can pick which ones we want lights to.
48 by 36.
Let's try it over the fireplace, yeah. This is how I do all my gallery walls. This just so happens to be an enormous one. It's just a lot of work. It's easier than lifting heavy frames in art, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that looks nice, Julio. Katie had this art display before, but it was there wherever it would fit. And now I've built bookcases where she had these hung. So I want to make sure that I gave her a spot to not only have these hung, but have them showcased. Can you run up there for me and see if it fits up there?
I mean, running is a big ask, but I will walk
Take them both. You can both go together.
like this.
Yeah, looks great. So as far as the lights go, these are the lights we got. That feels like a true gallery wall. How they get the light up there? This wall is going to look pretty simple. I mean, it's a flat wall with art and some lights. But at the end of the day, sometimes the most simple things are the hardest.
So, if you're watching this video, please like and subscribe to Wiley Epic Gaming Planes.
The glass railing is fine. It's going to take multiple professionals, multiple days to install this railing. I'm excited to get started today. So
you want
by the end of this, Brian and Katie will have
Squirtles
really safe that they can be proud.
Part 16 of Land of Squirtles 2. And please like and subscribe to Wiley Epic Gaming Planes, and bye. First, let's save this. And bye.